We're excited now to showcase the Genesis, Boston's first water recycling sewer cleaner. We're pleased to have the folks from Sewer Equipment of America today, from all over the country, and as well as the folks from Chadwick Bayross, which is the local dealer up in Chelmsford. We're going to begin with David Smith from Sewer Equipment, who's going to give us a great overview of the Genesis, some of the nuts and bolts about what went into this incredible machine. And then David will turn it over to Sekou Brown, our superintendent here, who's the guy who came into my office one day and got me all fired up. Because I'm a simple man, and I hear something saving 96,000 gallons a week, 5 million gallons a year. I get excited. I mean, you know, those numbers mean something. And Sekou will tell you, and there's a lot more about the truck as well in its operational phase when it's out in the street, why it's such an advantage that Sekou will also explain.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. This has been a long time coming. We've worked with Chadwick, we've worked with Sewer. Boston Water and Sewer has been tireless when it comes to trying to save the customers money, save resources, as well as bring some of the best equipment to the market just for our city. Behind me is the Genesis. This truck, will start from the front, is built to be one of the safest and one of the best pieces of equipment that we can put out there. The truck has 4 axles. That gives you 4 axles of braking. It also allows the truck to have a 86,000-pound GVW when loaded. So that helps tremendously. A lot of the combination vehicles that we currently run is 66,000, roughly, substantially less. As you start to move down the side of the truck, you start to notice a couple of things. One of the best things about this vehicle is the boom. The boom on this truck has 65 feet of suction and it has 800 feet of jet hose. You compare that to some of our other equipment, 500 feet, and as you can see on the Eco, you have to connect the tubes, the aluminum shiny tubes that you see, one at a time. That takes up a lot of time to get that footage to get in the ground. This machine, you pull up, you open up, you make the area safe, and you go right to work, saving time. That boom allows us to park this vehicle in a normal parking spot and do all our work with the boom. We've had situations where we've had to go into a work area. We don't disturb the traffic, not foot traffic or vehicle traffic. Swing the boom out, right over the embankment or whatever the obstacle is, go to work. Huge for us, huge for us. As they mentioned, recycling. Recycling is the name of the game with this machine. We don't have to hook to a hydrant. We don't have to keep going back and forth looking for water sources. The material that we need, the stuff that we need is already in the hole. We set up, we start to vacuum down. Once we get down to the pipe itself and where we want to clean, we start recycling. That water is separated from the material that goes into the machine, then runs the jet hose. And that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you keep fuel in it, it can stay on station. That is huge. Our colleagues talked about how much water the older machine or the Eco holds. 1,500 gallons, we can go through that in a couple minutes. We can go through that in a couple minutes, not hours, but a couple of minutes. So we're always looking to get water into the machine. Not so with this machine. With the recycler, the moment we're on station, we're there. We can stay there till the job's done. And that's key in a major municipality like the city of Boston. We can't leave. We have to get the job done. We have to get the system back up and running. This machine allows us to do that. This machine, right as it sits, is 38.5 feet long. It's 13 feet 5 inches tall. And even with those numbers, we can get it anywhere in the city of Boston that we need. And if we can't get it directly on station, we can get it close enough where we can do the job. All right? We saw the potential of the vehicle. We decided that we needed a couple of things modified just to work in our application. So when I reached out to Chadwick, when I reached out to Sewer, I had some ideas on how we could improve the original piece of equipment. I never heard no. I never heard we don't do that. I never heard, oh no, don't worry about it, just use what we got. It was always yes, I'll find out, we'll make it happen. That's great. That's great. To give the end user what they need is big. The result was we did a shakedown on this vehicle. It's been out in the field, it's been working. We've had uptime with no issues, and it's done everything that we've asked at it. Anything from putting it on a barge in Boston Harbor and sending it out to our station out there to clean, to working in downtown Boston in alleys and tight confined spaces.
I know I live in Dorchester, and those narrow streets that are one way will not fit the Genesis. Like, what are we doing?
You give me a street, I'll come to you. You give me, all I gotta do is get close enough. I'll take care of it for you, don't worry.